Welcome to the fifth round of the Formula E in the streets of Monaco. The city well prepared, as there's not only Formula E but 2 weeks later also the Formula 1 Grand Prix happening. The Formula E family is racing the short version of the track, and in the middle of the action is Venturi with their drivers Stéphane Sarrazin and Mauro Engel.
I'm really excited about my first home race, the Monaco E-Prix, and we want to try and take the strong and good pace we had in Mexico here into the Monaco race, and if we manage to repeat our qualifying from Mexico, then I think we have really good chances to compete for the top 5 again, as in Mexico.
This weekend started already busy for Venturi on Friday with a big press conference presenting a new partner, Farasis Energy, a battery manufacturer from China and America. On stage, not only Yu Wang, the CEO of the company, but also Alejandro Agag, the big boss of the Formula E. And the team was not only presenting this new partner, Farasis, but also a new design, more red on the car in the future for Mauro Engel, and imagine more blue in the opposite for Stéphane Sarrazin. 52 journalists from all over the world joined the press conference, and the first one to give a view for the race is Gildo Palanca Pastor, the president of Venturi.
In Mexico, we have proved pretty much our good assets. Our Mauro have finished second at practice, and so here in Monaco we expect to be one of the first at practice.
And it has been Mauro Engel once again to fulfill Gildo's wishes, being second in the qualifying, same position like after Mexico, and scoring a fine 5th place after the Super Bowl. The young German not only racing for Formula E team Venturi but also under contract for Mercedes in the DTM. Stéphane Sarrazin finishing just 0.5 seconds after pole position, on 11th position after the qualifying. After the car change practice and different photo shoots, he's giving us his preview for the race.
We are very excited to race in Monaco. For us it's an important race. We are based just on top of the mountain here, so Gildo is here with us. We will give our maximum. We have a very good car. We did a big improvement since Mexico with a new gearbox, and everything is working well, so we are all motivated, and we just hope to score big points.
Closest to the camera, to the left-hand side, your pole sitter Sebastian Buemi. On the right-hand side, Lucas Di Grassi, first and second in the championship. 5 lights go on, and we are racing immediately, and a very good start from Di Grassi. Tucks right in behind Buemi. He's got to hold off Nelson Piquet. Trouble behind. Piquet locks up behind Di Grassi in the second turquoise and black car. Little bumping and boring. Somebody's going to lose a wing. There's a bit of Virgin bodywork trailing off Sam Bird's rear end, but they're all safely through corner 1. Well, everybody thinks the inside line, like Piquet tried there, as Di Grassi gets right underneath Buemi and makes some damage on the back of the Renault Edam's car. Look at the multicoloured red, yellow, green car of Lucas Di Grassi in second place. He's got Nelson Piquet Jr. all over the back of him. Piquet in the barriers. Now, we've seen that in qualifying. Piquet may have damaged the rear wheel, rear suspension already.
Really sliding the car around.
Well, look at the way that they're using the power on the right-hand side. The brake will come up on the telemetry, 50% battery left, and on the bottom right, regen. As you hit the brakes, it starts to turn the brake. The movement of the car basically drives a dynamo which charges the battery up fractionally, and then you can draw on that as you bring in that boost afterwards. So 1% less, 2% less on the battery, using around 4 or 5% per lap, maybe more like 4% here in Monaco because it's a shorter lap.
As the battle continues on the racetrack, very different view of these legendary streets.
Oh, he's tagged in there. You can see that coming there.
Rosenqvist into the back of the car of Mauro Engel.
They're very, very close. Turn 1 again. He's blocking on the inside, Nelson.
And Van's going to get him this time. He's got the overlap. He's got the overlap. He's going to force the issue. Piquet's still there. Van's through. He's going to go Heidfeld. And Heidfeld saw that all happen in front of him. Piquet's damaged. Vern's in the barriers. Watch the front wheel of Nelson Piquet's car on the exit of this double right-hander.
I mean, he's in front here at this moment, and then, yeah, they just touch the front wheels, and that's what brings the rear together and forces him out.
Looking at this from the team's perspective is interesting. You've got one of the two Renault E-Dams cars in the top 10 in a position to score points, and that's just Sebastian Buemi, because his teammate Nico Prost is out of the post. But both of the Audi Scheffler Team Abt cars for Degrassi and Abt are in the top 10. Same for the two Mahindra cars of Nick Heidfeld in third and Felix Rosenqvist in sixth.
Our championship protagonists once more duking it out here for perhaps the most famous racetrack in single-seater racing. And Degrassi, has he still got fan boost to go? How is he going to get by Sebastian Buemi? Has Buemi done enough to keep him bottled up? 2 turns to go. Buemi's just got to hug the inside. Degrassi's not close enough, is he? Can he get into the line? The sprint to the checkered flag is too short. It is going to be a 4th win of the year for Sebastian Buemi. 4 out of 5 for the Swiss driver. Renault E-Dams claim victory. Lucas Degrassi in 2nd place.
You did exactly the same this time 2 years ago. What a result.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't have much margin. I finished right on the limit of the energy, and Lucas was very quick today, so yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, that's really the race you want to win, and that's the race you want to start on pole, and we did the 2 things, so it's good points after Mexico. It was a hard one, so I'm very happy. Clearly, you know, we made up some good points, but Lucas is always there, so it's not going to be easy for us, but we try to gather as many points as we can, and when we get to New York, we'll see.
There you go, Sebastian Buemi lifts the trophy. The 2nd ever Formula E Monaco E-Prix goes, as the first did, to Sebastian Buemi. I think it's a nice little stage, Prince Albert, the family able to enjoy the drivers, their moment of success.
After finishing 15th in the race, Stéphane Zarazin is of course not very happy.
I had a shutdown at the start of the race, so I lost the power. I have to do a power cycle and I restart, but I was the last. It's a shame because the car was fast. We missed a good opportunity again to score points. But this year, since the beginning of the season, I have a problem all the time, so let's see in 1 week in Paris, I hope it will be better.
Finishing 5th, we see a very happy Maro Engel after the race.
Yeah, after a few DNFs, it's great to bounce back like this. The team did a fantastic job working hard on the car, and getting into Super Pole was special here in Monaco. My first time here in this track. It's amazing to drive this track. And then starting 5, we had a good clean race, but it was really tough with the energy. But we managed to resist, and in the end take home P5, which I think is a really positive result for us at home. And we'll take that and going forward into the next races.
Fighting in the race, being friends beside the track, Felix Rosenqvist and Maro Engel. The final summary of the weekend comes from Mark Gindorf, shareholder of Venturi.
Monaco was our home race. There was a lot of tension, and we started the qualifying and ended 2nd on the qualifying. This was a fantastic position, and we did a fantastic race. Maro was a non-error race, and everybody's very happy about this result. Stefan was very strong also, so he was able to make the same times as Maro, but unfortunately there was an electronic error that put us a little bit behind. It was a lot of tension because we were visited by Gildo Pastor, our president. There was the prince who was just back, and he was also wishing us good luck. So finally we're quite happy with the result, and we are looking forward for the next races. Venturi is back on stage.
Just a short stop now to celebrate for the Venturi team, because the next Formula E race will happen next weekend already in the City of Love, Paris.